What's up, everyone? So we have a first look at the new Toxic Avengers movie. This is starring Peter Dinklage. So here's the info I found. Director Macon Blair tells EW he wanted the vibe of the original film's design, some influence from the animated series, and something new and weird and lovable. Now that the movie officially has distribution for later this year, the team is ready to share the first look at its title hero. There was a trailer for this released way back in September of 2023. That's like 18 months ago? Yeah, a long time. Apparently, the movie was shown at the Fantastic Fest Film Festival in September of 2023, but has since not been released to the public like in a cinema. Some comments are saying it was a distribution issue, and others are saying the majority of the reactions to the early screening were negative, and it was held back until now. But it could be a mix of both of those issues. But let's say even if the movie got a bunch of negative reviews on the first screening, I would say just release it and try to get some money back anyways. The trailer shows you the film has this very old school or retro style, at least for the news report. The movie has some gore, and the story details are this: a horrible toxic accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger, and the story is written by Macon Blair. In a review back in 2023 on Discussing Film, they said the prosthetic makeup work is unreal. A green-hued, mangled mass of flesh, skin bulging out in every direction, and two eyes on entirely different parts of the face, one of which glows red. You don't know whether to laugh or recoil in abject terror at the sight of Toxie. He is by far nastier looking than the original creature, yet the movie treats him like he's Superman. That is perhaps Blair's greatest gag. Toxie is equipped with a radioactive broom. Toxie turns his opponents into geysers of blood. Despite relying on spotty CGI gore, the kills are utterly insanity. The movie is violent and hilarious. The movie also stars Elijah Wood as the villain, Fritz Garbinger. He is the younger brother of Bob Garbinger in the story. Here's a list of other people that are in the movie. We have Kevin Bacon, and even the writer of this story, Macon Blair, wrote a part for himself in the movie as Dennis. Here's a couple of key points in the movie about the story. A horrible toxic accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. Winston was a stereotypical weakling who worked as a janitor at GarbX Health Club and is diagnosed with a terminal illness that can only be cured by an expensive treatment that his greedy, power-hungry employer refuses to pay for. After deciding to take matters into his own hands and rob his company, Winston falls into a pit of toxic waste and is transformed into a deformed monster that sets out to do good and get back at all the people who have wronged him. There were some other films about the Toxic Avenger. The original was in 1984 and two more listed for 1989. So you can see with this new movie, they were aiming to use the same design but just make it better. The goal was to try to stay true to the vibe of Lloyd's original Jennifer Aspinall / Mitch Cohen creature, with some influence from the Toxic Crusaders cartoons look, while also trying to do something new and weird and lovable with Toxie's design. I love what Millennium FX did with it. Part human, part mutant, all heart. Blair said additional inspiration for Toxie's look came from the Toxic Avenger Part 2 and Part 3, but it's practical effects. You can see all the goopy little boils and stuff like that, and we definitely stayed true to some of the really iconic elements. The tutu that's melted onto his body, the janitor's mop as his super weapon. It was only this past January when Cineverse picked up all the US and Canadian theatrical, home entertainment, and streaming rights through a deal with producers at Legendary Entertainment. The Toxic Avenger will now hit theaters as an unrated, wide release this August 29. The production company is Legendary Pictures and Troma Entertainment. The distributor is Cineverse. The runtime is 102 minutes, And here it says it has a rating of R. And again, the release date is set for August 29 of 2025. So that's all the information I could find about this. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video, and I'll see you next time.